Alright, I did find an old picture. Originally built this for Bill's Yanmar just to move small round bales of hay. The top spike is just a piece of an old broken axle out of a vehicle. And the bottom one, it may be a short piece of a broken axle also, and I just welded them to the face. I'm doing some reconfiguration on this hay spike I built for Bill. I don't have the before pictures. I'll try to show you what I'm doing now. Radio playing in the background and a fan. Here's what I'm doing. I've made this. It will bolt on to the front of this. You can use this for his barbed wire unroller. It's a 2-inch receiver. And I cut the bottom stabilizing spike off for a hay spear. Made a plate for it, and it can bolt onto this, or it can bolt down here. Same way with the receiver. I did not record any of that. I added on some weld-on chain hooks, and I made a little tab up here for a gooseneck or whatever you want to use it for. I've got a piece of reinforcement on this side, and I put another chain hook up here. Just thought I'd show what I've been doing. Nothing fancy. Doesn't take a lot of skill to do this. And I'm going to weld in a collar up here in the front, up here, where a hay spike will come out the front of it, and it'll be bolted on the collar, will stick out to the back, and it'll bolt in from the back. So if he wants to take it out, he can take it out. Do whatever he wants to with this. Now this little receiver that goes to that wire unroller, originally this plate wasn't on it. It was made to bolt to a drawbar. This piece here bolted to a drawbar, and it would slide in from this angle, from this side here. But we didn't have a drawbar to bolt this to, so I turned it around and welded a plate to the back of it. Now the only modification I did was to the other piece, and I had to cut off this much of the square tubing because it was made to slide in to here, and the support would have been on the back end. But since I turned it around, it made it too short from the hole location, and it would stick out this much. I know my hand's in the way, but it would stick out this much behind it. Well, I couldn't leave it that way, so I cut this off, and now the support will be in front of the hole, so it should still be okay. It just gives it more leverage there to rest on. I've done a little more work on this. Try to get this kind of see. Got a hole through it, and I'll be welding a collar in this hole. So I'm gonna attach that spike. Just have to wait on it to get here, and we'll get you updated on getting that installed. Been trying to finish up a few projects here in the shop. Still have this one over here. It's an old post vise. I've kind of got a spring fashioned out of it. I just haven't got it finished yet, and need to come up with some kind of a base to mount that to, and a post to bolt it to. It needs to be fairly heavy, but I don't want it so big that I can't move it around. I've been building some swarm traps also. I've painted these, and I bought these fancy little doodads for the that screw's a little big. Pardon me. Got this bright neon shirt on. Probably looks like a little bit from Jason on Hardway Farms. And I got this little fancy doodad here. Paint's not quite dry. But you can spin this little thing around. They can go in the hole, and if you catch a swarm, you can turn it. Have some ventilation. You can turn it for a queen excluder, whatever you want to do. So I just kind of piddle around out here in the shop. On cloudy days, rainy days, doing little projects. Alright, YouTube, I've got the rest of my project. This is it's a collar. You can see it's got a hole in it, one through the middle. Here's the spike. This will go on here and here, and then it'll bolt to it. I'm going to weld this collar inside of this frame that I've showed y'all. See, it'll go in there just like that. Welding helmet, gloves. Fire up this welder. It's going to be noisy. Just going to tack it right quick. Alright, we'll let this cool down a little bit. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Anyway, that's the way it goes. All I'll let that cool down. Give it a little shot of paint. It may not be perfectly straight, but I'm not doing this for a living. Y'all come back now, you hear?